Pray for wisdom from above, knowing I can trust God's timing and way, and His will to be done for them. As for Nick, it's harder to relinquish him to the Heavenly Father, seeing how he always dug in his heels against righteousness. Silas has pointed out to me repeatedly since Nick's leaving how difficult he was for his family. His involvement with Christian's accident has certainly tainted him in the eyes of the people. Honestly, it still plagues me what was so urgently on Christian's mind the last time I saw the bishop's biological son, the day before his death. And if it was Nick he wanted to discuss, as I suspect, what could he have revealed about him that I didn't already know? Despite my struggles with that haunting memory, it is our kindly bishop who must struggle with more bitter memories of his own. He now bears the burden of Nick's part in the untimely death. Just this morning, while I was in the barn, Dot said the neighboring bishops, especially old Ezekiel, are putting pressure on Bishop Aaron. If Nick doesn't return and offer a solid explanation by year's end, when the reading of the Welthemde comes, they'll judge the bishop guilty of failing to get Nick into the church fold, Dot said, his eyes moist. I contemplated the prophetic scriptures in Matthew, where the last days are revealed, the teachings on the tribulation and great deception. The ministers always read those sobering chapters at preaching service near the end of the year. "Do you really think the ministers would oust our bishop?" I asked Dot. "Oh, they'll try." "Even though Nick's not the bishop's own kin?" "There's a debate going on," Dot replied. "That's all I'd better say." I paused next to my favorite driving horse, stroking George's thick mane. Secretly, I'd ridden this horse bareback many times, all through the years of Nick's and my late-night riding adventures, Nick on Pepper and me on George. Shivering, I knew that if bullheaded Nick was already caught up in the world, gone to the edge and beyond, then he would never return to the haven of the people. Later in the day, Mom and I talked quietly in the bright little room where she found comfort in her mid-afternoon naps. In the past few weeks, she'd suffered a bad bout with the respiratory flu. The illness had weakened her further, compounding her usual misery of aches and pains. I could hear Mommy Sylvia, my maternal grandmother, preparing the noon meal. "We're having one of your favorite